Even though Kevin Durant, or KD, is so good at basketball that he'd be financially okay if that's the only thing he did, that hasn't stopped him from achieving massive success in the business world. In this video, we'll talk about Durant's 9-figure earnings from the NBA alone, his business interests in tech and media, his expensive homes, wild spending habits, and much more. Let's get started. Fun fact, did you know that Durant almost missed being a Portland Trailblazer in 2007? When the team chose Greg Oden just ahead of him as the top pick in the NBA draft? Kevin Durant, the former Warriors and current Brooklyn Nets player, is among the best shooters and scorers in the game. So it's no shock that he's also one of the richest, at least from a salary perspective. But that's not the whole story. Let's take a comprehensive look at the business side of this 12-time All-Star and one-time MVP player. Durant's NBA earnings. Durant is an incredible basketball talent, and that has literally turned him into a business, a very successful one for that matter. According to salary tracking site SpotTrack, Durant has earned an incredible $349,142,591 in lifetime earnings from his career in the NBA. In 2022 alone, Forbes estimates that Durant earned $42.1 million in salary and winnings from his current team, the Brooklyn Nets. And just for a little history session, Durant signed a 4-year contract with the Nets, including $189,078,320 guaranteed, with an annual average salary of $48,554,830 back in 2019. In August 2021, he would opt to stay with the Brooklyn Nets for the foreseeable future, signing a contract extension worth $198 million. Durant's businesses. With Rich Kleiman, his business partner, Durant owns 35 Ventures, a venture capital firm. In fact, a huge part of his $200 million net worth comes from the over 60 businesses he's invested in through his venture capital firm. Durant's 35 Ventures has put its money in tons of businesses, and you might be using some of them regularly. These include Postmates, Grove, Lime Scooters, Robinhood, and the Players Tribune. But perhaps the most notable investment Durant has made through 35 Ventures is Coinbase, an online platform that allows merchants, consumers, and traders to transact with cryptocurrency. The word is that when the company IPO'd back in 2021, Durant and Kleiman's investment made in the company in 2017 53 times. The pair also snatched another win when they exited their $1 million investment in Postmates just before it was sold to Uber back in 2020. Rumor has it that they received some good returns. During an interview that followed the event, Durant was visibly overjoyed, but quickly pointed out that his successes in investing are thanks to having great minds help him. He said this, "I know I'm just a basketball player, so I was smart enough to hire people who are really good in that field. I can't take all the credit for that. I have such a great team of people around me who have pushed me to explore that field and learn more about it. Because, like I said, I'm just a basketball player. That's what I do, and I usually don't want to do anything else. I'm happy when I'm playing basketball, but I have to give a ton of credit to the people who forced me to think outside the box a bit because it's changed my life and made my life more interesting. It's not for every basketball player, and it doesn't always turn out this way. But for me, it was a natural progression and things really worked out." Now, 35 Ventures' investment portfolio isn't limited to tech as you might think. It extends into media and entertainment too. Sounds like someone else's MO. Yes, just like LeBron, who Kleiman admits Durant is learning a lot from. Durant's into producing media content, award-winning content for that matter. 35 Ventures produced the short film Two Distant Strangers, which went on to win Durant and Kleiman an Academy Award in the Best Live-Action Short category. Their company also sold a basketball-themed drama series dubbed Swagger to the Apple TV Plus subscription streaming service. Speaking of which, Swagger has garnered critical acclaim from critics for its writing and acting, especially O'Shea Jackson's, the show's lead star. In addition to Swagger, 35 Ventures has created a 6-part docuseries, The Boardroom, on ESPN+. And while the show is almost similar to LeBron James's The Shop on HBO, it leans more on topics regarding sports business and technology and features Durant himself on screen. David Shaw, Brandon Marshall, Malcolm Jenkins, and Justin Tuck are examples of personalities who have graced the show. Recently, Durant's The Boardroom brand has expanded to include a website and collaborations, specifically with Sports Business Journal. 35 Ventures has also had a thing with Overtime, a media outlet with a massive social media presence. According to sources, 35 Ventures has put $10 million into the company, helped it behind the scenes, and produced content for it. The pair's most recent project is Overtime Elite, which is essentially an alternative to high school for elite basketball prospects with eyes on the NBA. Durant has also ventured into sports. In 2020, Durant purchased a 5% stake in Major League Soccer's Philadelphia Union, with an option to buy an additional 5% stake in the near future. Durant's endorsements. Like Steph Curry and LeBron James, Durant has signed multi-million-dollar endorsement deals since he started his professional basketball career. One of them's with Nike, with whom he allegedly entered into a 10-year contract worth up to $300 million in 2014. But it's important to mention that Durant had already signed a 7-year, $60 million contract with Nike upon entering the NBA. That brings the total amount he will make to $360 million. And though the figures are not out, Durant has endorsements rumored to be worth millions with the American Family Insurance, BBVA, Google, Alaska Air Group, Beats by Dre, Sparkling Ice, Panini, NBA 2K, Sonic Drive-In, Skullcandy, Gatorade, and Sprint. According to Forbes, Durant earned $92.1 million in 2022, with $50 million coming from his endorsements. Durant's properties. When leaving Oklahoma City Thunder, Durant sold his condo for $1.1 million, which was apparently a loss for him. While with the Warriors, he owned a 7-bedroom, 8-bathroom house in the Oakland Hills that was listed for about $6 million. Durant's also said to have owned a massive house in Malibu, which he let go off for $12 million. The word is that he also owns a high-end home on the west side of Manhattan. Now that you know how Durant invests, how does he spend it? Back in 2016, when he was a free agent, Durant is said to have spent $100,000 to rent a Hamptons home for 10 days to take meetings. He also paid $90,000 monthly for an LA house in 2019 while healing from a torn Achilles. When it's not the serious stuff, Durant doesn't hesitate to spend large on vacations in Saint-Tropez and Turks and Caicos with other celebrities like Drake. And he owns many cars too, including a custom red Camaro. But away from all that, Durant's into charity, donating $1 million to tornado relief in Oklahoma in 2013. And through his Durant Family Foundation, DFF, he enriches the lives of at-risk youth through educational, athletic, and social programs. Now, what are your thoughts on Kevin Durant's investments? Let me know in the comments section below. While you're at it, dunk that thumbs up button and share the video widely. Most of all, subscribe to Hoops Business and turn on notifications to get alerts when we put up new videos on sports and business. You've been fantastic. Bye!